What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the second video of the day. And this first topic comes from the BBC, and this is a really disturbing one as well. And I want to warn people before we go into this that this is really upsetting, and yeah, it's just a really, really sad story. And I don't like doing these stories, but at the same time, I feel it's important to cover them because someone has to speak about them, right? I feel like it's my duty as a person that I don't step back from this, that I do tell these stories, and that you guys get to kind of understand the world as where it's going. And yeah, this is a bad one. So we're moving into this, and this is from the BBC, as I said before. And it's Afghanistan, and the Taliban have been accused of killing a pregnant police officer. And obviously, that is so horrible. So, Taliban militants in Afghanistan have shot dead a policewoman in provincial city, witnesses have told the BBC. The woman named in local media as Banu Negar, Nija, as Banu Negar was killed at the family home in front of relatives in uh, Firozkoh, the capital of central Ghor province. The killing comes amid increasing reports of escalating repression of women's rights in Afghanistan and the repression of women and the freedoms. The Taliban told the BBC that they had no involvement in Nijar's death and are investigating the incident. Spokesman Zabullah Mahaji said, "We are aware of the incident and I am confirming that Taliban had not killed her. Their investigation is ongoing." I don't believe this for a second. I'm just saying this right now. I 100% believe that this was a targeted attack. I have had other stuff that I don't want to talk about, but that I have kind of seen. Obviously, I'm not there. I'm not saying I'm there, but I've had other stuff that I've seen floating about that I've read that ties into this non-propaganda portrayal of what the Taliban is doing. That seems to show a completely different side of this. I want to do a video at some point, and I am going to, but I want to get to a point where I have something substantial, so I can do a video to say, this isn't the case, this isn't the reality, and this is actually what is going on. So he added that Taliban already announced an amnesty, which they had, but no one believes that for a second. Details of the incident are still sketchy, as many in Firozkoh fear the retribution if they speak out. But multiple sources have told the BBC that Taliban had beaten the woman and shot Nijar dead in front of her husband and children on Saturday. The relatives supplied graphic images showing her body and remains, and obviously that's really, really horrible. The family says Nijar worked at the local prison and was 8 months pregnant, and the Free Gunmen arrived at the house on Saturday and searched it before tying up the members of the family and relatives have said. So yeah, since taking power on August 15th, the Taliban have portrayed this role of being, progressive and tolerant in the, other than what the global reputation presents. But I think in reality, the people who know, the people in power around the world, they know this isn't true. Um, I've one have been reading stuff and have seen evidence of revenge killings. So yeah, human rights groups have actually been documenting these according to the BBC, and I have seen reports around other stuff where the Red Cross and stuff have actually been recording these deaths where they can, detentions and prosecution of minorities, but they have said officially that they will not seek retribution against those who work for the Roman government and for the press as well, but it just doesn't seem that way. So, yeah, no grudge, no revenge was the message, but there's a growing chasm between Taliban statements and the message coming from the people, and there's protests and there's people speaking out who can speak out, who have the courage to do so, and they should be applauded for that, but yeah, yeah. It is bad. There's stuff on Twitter as well. There's been protests against by women and people who worked for women's rights, and that ended badly as well. And it's just sad all around. And moving on to the Guardian article, which ties into this as well. So the Afghan women are to be banned from playing sport. Taliban says Afghan women, including the country's women's cricket team, will be banned from playing sport until under the new Taliban government, according to an official in the hardline Islamic group. In an interview with Australian broadcaster SBS, the deputy head of the Taliban's cultural administration, Abdullah Wasik, said women's sport was considered neither appropriate nor necessary. So many levels, this fucking pisses me off. And I'm not gonna fucking step back from this and say like it doesn't piss me off. It does. It's everyone knows who's listening to this. It's wrong. It's disgusting. It is sexism. It is oppression. It is hatred, and it's discrimination, and it's wrong. But anyways, here we go. I don't think women will be allowed to play cricket because it is not necessary that women should play cricket, Wasik said. In cricket, they might face a situation where their face or body will not be covered. Islam does not allow women to be seen like this. A disgusting interpretation of Islam as well. It is the media era, and there will be photos and videos, and then people watch it. Islam in the Islamic Emirate, Afghanistan, do not allow women to play cricket or play the kind of sports where they get exposed. And yeah, so a new government has been drawn from the loyalist ranks. Formally began work on Wednesday with established hardliners in all key posts and no women. Yeah, like I don't think I need to say more. I think this all speaks for itself, right? It all speaks for itself. It's going the way who all of us who, like myself, who were watching it, who have somewhat looked back, expected this to go. It's gone so far, so fast. And I saw this decline, I saw this fall coming, I saw what was going to happen, and I'm not surprised by these decisions. I'm not surprised by what I talked about from the BBC. I'm not surprised by everything I've said in this video that this is what is going to be the normal in Afghanistan, and that it's sad and it's awful, and it's not just. I know we focus on the women's side of this because of Sharia law, but also there's the male side of it as well, which puts not as many limitations on men, but there are serious groups and minorities there that are affected by this, and their lives are in danger as well. It's not just a matter of going, oh, well, this is just a woman's issue. It isn't, it's a world issue. In my opinion, is that no form of discrimination against any group or minority is acceptable. It just isn't. Everyone, and I want to reaffirm this because people think I don't believe this for some reason. I don't know why. People attack me on my social media and say that I'm anti this, I'm anti that, I'm misogynistic, or that I discriminate, or that I'm transphobic. I have really actually been accused of being transphobic. I don't know why. I honestly don't, because I fully support all groups of people. And I've said that everyone, no matter where you're from, should be treated with respect and dignity. No matter what you believe, you should be treated with respect and dignity. No matter who you love, you should be treated with respect and dignity. Your job, your work, everything. You should be treated as same as everyone else. And the only exception I have to this rule is that if you directly hurt someone by putting your hands on them, by hurting them physically, by hurting them emotionally, by deliberately discriminating against them financially, whatever it may be, if you oppress another group of people or try to hurt them, then that's where there should be criminal action. That's where there should be rights taken away. That's where there should be limits in the law that protect people. And I'm not talking about silencing people and cancelling people. I'm talking about genuinely and honestly protecting people's rights so we all live in a fair and equal society no matter where we live, so we can enjoy the same rights and freedoms, so we can progress, so we can have love, we can have happiness, we can work in an environment that we enjoy, and we can be free and live. And I don't think that's an acceptable thing to ask for anyone. And it's not just in the Middle East where this goes on. This is the world. And it's not just if you're from a Middle Eastern country where there might be these things going on. It's not just if you're from Afghanistan where these things are going on. Everyone around the world, there are groups of people who are treated differently upon a baseless fact and not treated with the respect and dignity that they deserve. And obviously, it's often easy to highlight the worst cases, like we are now. But also, there's other cases that go under the radar because they're not seen as important, and all forms of injustice, regardless of where you're from or what you believe, it's wrong. Everyone should be treated like a human being. Everyone should have access to human rights, education, participating, the equality of gender, the equality of sexuality, the equality of orientation, the equality of beliefs. No one person is wrong, no one person is bad, no one group is below another, everyone is equal and the same. And I know I've gone on about this and I've gone on about it long, and I know I might have lost some people with this because I went on about it and ranted about it, but it's something that I really do feel about, and I feel like sometimes if you don't talk about it, if you don't say anything, then that's the worst time because that's when other people who have bad intentions capitalize upon the situation in order to perpetuate their hate into the world, their poison that affects us all. So, anyways, guys, if you liked the video, hit that like button. I know this was horrible and sad. Please comment down below and let me know what you think about the stories and what I've said. Um, and I just want to end this with saying, please treat everyone that you meet throughout your life with respect and dignity. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to believe what they believe. You don't have to be their best friend. But what you can do is treat them the same you want it to be treated, with kindness, with consideration, with forethought, and say, whilst I don't agree, I wouldn't choose the life you live. I do accept that you have the right to live the life you do, and leave it at that. That's what people want in the world. They don't need you to be the friend. They don't need you to hold a hand. They don't need you to be their bastion. But they do want and expect that you treat them with the same courtesy they treat you. And this goes from everyone from every position. Please treat people with acceptance and kindness, and let laws and governments deal with people who are genuinely trying to hurt people who are genuinely doing horrible things. And also hold governments and stuff accountable who aren't about love and acceptance, who are trying to oppress people, who are committing heinous acts. Either way you go about it, as a culture, as people, we have to love and accept each other, and perpetuate that positivity. And also, as governments and organizations, they should be held accountable for their actions when they don't perpetuate our freedoms and rights, right? So yeah, guys, I'm really sorry this was dragged on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace out, guys.